The Best Two-Sentence Horror Story, a series by Haunting Dreams.
Are you hungry? I felt my boyfriend's hand while we were watching TV. It had gone cold again, so I put it back in the microwave.
I was trying to drive home to apologize to my wife for what I said about her and the kids, but I kept having to pull over to let emergency vehicles pass. When I reached the house, I saw that 6 police cars and 3 ambulances were blocking my driveway.
Do you have siblings? Well, my sister says that Mommy killed her. Mommy says that I don't have a sister. Who should I trust?
Some vague, spoopy buzzwords are not horror, they chastised. You have 7 fingers left. Try again. They chided as I once again began to type, my keyboard slick with a mixture of blood and tears.
I looked down at the drooling and mindless husk of a man I used to call father. After I put my axe back in my truck, I called an ambulance out of pity for the poor bastard.
I told the patient his penis and testicles would need to be amputated due to cancer. I know I'm risking losing my medical license, but I just can't let that bastard get away with what he had done to my daughter.
It's 3 a.m. I've been rocking my newborn for a while now, and it still won't stop crying and fussing. The ring lights are probably too glaring for the baby, but how else am I going to take a clear video for my followers?
Did you play hide and seek as a kid? While playing hide and seek, I hid in the closet and heard my friend counting. Minutes later, my friend walked in and whispered, "Found you," even though nobody had found me yet.
I think I used to date her, I said absent-mindedly after I recognized the wrist hummingbird tattoo. Yeah, well, after the war, we eat whatever we can get, my brother said as he bartered with the raider for the arm and other meat. I'm lonely. I don't think I could live alone again, I say to myself quietly, before tucking myself back into the hidden crawl space as the family of 4 came home. I agreed that, in exchange for my son, the devil would grant me complete immortality. I don't know what the worst part is, the knowledge that I'm guaranteed to survive what's to come, the screams from outside as the skies darken forevermore, or the look on my son's face. A pandemic has wiped out over 99% of humanity, but don't worry, it only spreads to those who know about it. That one looks like an angry duck, there's a dog on roller skates, and that one looks a bit like a dragon or Godzilla, my son said eagerly, pointing non-stop. I might not have his imagination, but he's definitely changed how I view human remains. I was surprised to see my wife cooking in the kitchen, as she hadn't been up for much since the birth of our baby. I knew something was terribly wrong when I saw the look on her face, and then I could only wail in horror as she cheerily took the tray out of the oven and I saw our newborn girl roasted to a crisp on a bed of vegetables. Are you scared of sleeping alone? I woke up to the sound of knocking on my window only to see my own face staring back at me from outside. My wife has been suffering from sleep paralysis ever since she was a kid, so whenever she has an attack, I always try to comfort her by turning the lights on and helping with her breathing. So when this time, I felt a sharp pain in my left arm while pressing the switch, I couldn't help but think that life sometimes has the funniest timing. I stormed towards the green glow of the game room, fully intent on tearing my brother a new one for not keeping the volume down on his damn horror game. Nothing could have prepared me for the sight of a glowing, gray, 3-legged horror repeatedly bashing my brother's head onto the blood-soaked PS5. My baby Alex is so smart, his first words were numbers, my coworker gushed as she shoved her iPhone in my face. I watched as her giggling 2-year-old suddenly stopped, turned and looked right at the camera and said 0100100100110011000110011001100. After a long journey with many obstacles, my wife and I finally made it to one of the last remaining shelters. These damn humans are really good at hiding, but now the feast can begin. The hooded man gave me a bell and told me every time I rang it, I would receive 100 gold coins, but there'd be a cumulative cost that wouldn't directly affect me. I'm not the smartest man, so it took me quite literally until I was the only one left on Earth before I realized the price of the bell. And now I sit, tears streaming, my trembling hand ready to ring it one final time.
If you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.